Hey guys, it is Anthony with Top String Lacrosse, and we're back with you to break down and review the all-new ECD Lacrosse Ion Lacrosse Head. So this is actually going to be the second of 3 fall releases in 2022 that ECD is going to be dropping, following up after the Carbon Pro 3.0 lacrosse shaft line. And as with that one, this is going to be a really awesome drop as well. ECD definitely did a great job. So we're going to get into all the details, who this head is for, what's the weight, what's the pocket placement, all those details. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to get into is who is the Ion Lacrosse Head for. So for starters, this is going to be a men's lacrosse head, and this is going to be a completely new addition to ECD's lacrosse head offerings. So for us, let's start from the very beginning of all of ECD's heads and make sure you know all the categories of which they offer. So first they have the Rebel Offense, which is a nice all-around attack MIDI head. Then you have the Mirage 2.0, which is a really nice tight channel style head. It's really a shooter's head more than anything. Then they have the Weapon X, and both regular Weapon X and the Weapon X Natural for those face-off guys. They have the DNA, which can be for those defensive middies as well as LSM players. And then they have the Rebel Defense for those close stick stay-at-home D-men. So this head, the Ion, is going to be a complete new offering for this, and this is going to be built for those quick playmaking attackmen, those shifty dodgers. This is really what those players are going to be looking for when it comes to the ECD lacrosse head offerings. So the next thing that we're going to go over is going to be what is the pocket placement built for the Ion Lacrosse Head. So as always, we tell folks, take that head unstrung, put the sidewall up to the ceiling, and you can really see where the head humps out at, and it's going to be in that lower third of the head, which would dictate that it's going to be built more for a low to mid-low kind of pocket. So we had ours, and we were really able to mess around back and forth and find what we really like for our pattern, and it really turns out really, really well for that low mid there. And this is going to be perfect for those players, those shifty attackmen looking for a lot of ball feel and control on the ball. This is what you're going to be after when it comes to ECD lacrosse heads. And speaking about the stringability of the Ion head, ECD with the Ion has 20 sidewall holes. So you definitely have a lot of options there if you compare that to the Mirage, the Rebel O, as well as the DNA. Those have 18 sidewall holes. This having 20, you're definitely able to really dial in how much feel, really the ball movement of the Ion head. So definitely going to be able to tweak that just to your liking with this head. And getting into the design of the Ion head, the first thing that you're going to notice is the clear plastic. So ECD is using the diamond plastic they've used previously with the DNA diamond, and that is definitely a cool look, first of all. But second, it's really a lightweight material. You're really going to notice the difference with this head. So they do come in colors from ECD. You're going to be able to get them in the Frost, the Midnight, and the clear edition of the head. Okay, so beyond the material of the head and the colors of the head, getting into the design, ECD really wanted this to be an aerodynamic, lightweight head, and you can really see what they were going for if you feel across the lacrosse head. The top rail here is really rounded out, really smooth. There's no texture like edging across the head. It's a really nice, lightweight, smooth design all the way through. Looking at the scoop's going to be shape-wise very similar to the Mirage 2.0, except for this cut-out area up top here, which is probably going to save a little bit of weight, but probably stiffening up the top as well, because it's definitely a stiff scoop for sure. So the other detail on the bottom of the head is actually going to be the screw. So typically with cross heads, you get those beveled screws. With the Ion head, ECD is giving you 2 flat screws. So for those shifty playmaking attackmen, kind of dodging through traffic there as you're cradling, it's going to be completely flat surface on the back. You're not going to have that rubbing feel on your gloves, maybe wearing those out as much with those flat screws. So it's definitely a noticeable thing. Get on the field trying these heads out. Small detail, but really cool thing. So the last thing with the design of the Ion head is going to be the throat. The throat's going to be about a middle ground pinch-wise between the Rebel Offense and the Mirage 2.0. Rebel Offense being the widest, Mirage 2.0 being the tightest. So not huge difference between the three, but definitely noticeable if you got them all up close comparison between the three of them. And the last thing that everyone always asks us is, what is the weight of a lacrosse head? So the Ion head is going to weigh in at 4.85 ounces. That's without the screws, just the ball stop from ECD. In comparison to the other heads from ECD, the Mirage weighs in at 5.15 ounces, the Rebel Offense weighs in at 5.1, and the DNA is going to weigh in at 6.15 ounces. So the Ion is definitely going to be a lot lighter compared to the rest of the ECD offerings. Okay guys, so our key important takeaways for the ECD Ion head are going to be that diamond material, not just for the look, but making the head a very, very light option within the ECD line. They're going to be available in the frost color, clear, as well as midnight. They're going to be built more for those playmaking, dodging attackmen, and pocket placement wise, it's going to be for a low to a mid-low kind of pocket, really, really built for that ball feel and dodging. Okay guys, that wraps up our review and breakdown of the all-new ECD Ion Lacrosse Head. They're going to be retailing at $119.99 and releasing on October 27th at 10 a.m. You could get yours in store with us or shop with us online at topstringlacrosse.com. In the description down below, we'll put the direct purchase link as well as all the links to our social media feeds. So make sure you give us a follow. If you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below. We'll try to respond to those as quick as possible for you. Please make sure you give this a thumbs up as well as subscribe. Thanks as always for watching, guys. We'll see you out there.